Oh my days. So many emotions running through that game there from United today. Arsenal won. Alright, okay, so before we even get started, let's just clear one thing up. Corners count, and obviously Arsenal scored from a corner. It's about all he did. In fact, that was the only time I heard the Arsenal fans up until that moment in the last minute when the final whistle blew. They were dead. And there was a reason why Arsenal fans were absolutely mute for the entire game apart from them 2 moments. It's because Manchester United, by far, were the better side from the get-go here today. This, I could say safely, is Ruben Amorim's best performance as a coach as Manchester United, because he has got players in positions that just add so much more to what we had last season. No Rasmus Højlund in the matchday squad, big decision made. No Sesko from the start, big decision made. Mason Mount in the starting lineup, that alone for me is a significant movement there from Ruben Amorim, because he's looking at the necessary, he's looking at the game in front of him, he's adapting to certain situations, different teams, different opponents. That was Arsenal's strongest team, strongest squad, every single player fit and available. Gyökeres up front for Arsenal. Seriously, the only thing he did was flick his hair back the entire game. He's up there with Harry Maguire in terms of the best hair flicks in the Premier League. The only difference is Harry can get away with it because he's actually in the games. Gyökeres did nothing today. Manchester United's defence was absolutely awesome today from the get-go. I cannot find fault in anyone. Quick shout out to Bayindir, did his job, did everything efficiently. That's because he didn't have anything to do, because Man United's defence completely nullified any attack from Arsenal. Again, it was just the corner. Simple as that was it. The only thing that they did all game was that corner. And it's got credit to him. I said it at the start. Corners count. Arsenal won the game. Fair enough. Their fans have been celebrating at the end. They got the win. 1-0 to the Arsenal. United's defence past that. Awesome. Brilliant. I've never been so happy with a defeat. I'm not happy that we've lost, but I'm just happy with a performance. And don't forget, Arsenal will walk away. Results are more important for them. They're not going to win the league going off this, but it's opening day. They'll get better. Manchester United needed to make an impact here today. Manchester United needed to do something to prove to this massive crowd and this atmosphere today that they can actually do something under Ruben Amorim this season. And today we did. We literally did. We turned up today in our numbers as a whole team, and the defence were the backbone for that. Lenny Yoro, Matthias de Ligt, absolutely brilliant. Luke Shaw, awesome, rolling back the years. Lots of eyebrows were raised with that starting lineup, myself included, but he got it right. Moving into the midfield, probably the one downbeat area of the game today was Bruno Fernandes, our captain. And you all know how much I love Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely love him. Think he's been the heartbeat of this team for so many years, but he was off it today. He was probably the one let down, particularly in the first half for United. Just wasn't as on it as everyone else. I tell you what though, Casemiro next to him, for all the criticism that he had going into this game about Arsenal's midfield, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, absolutely shocking their midfield today. Manchester United won the midfield battle, hands down, simple as that. And you know what? All in all, Manchester United today can go away and say that we absolutely took Arsenal's midfield on and won it completely. Next to him, Mason Mount. Honestly, why was he in the side at the start? You've seen why he was in the side at the start. He played a role. And do you know what? This season, Mason Mount is going to do a role for Manchester United. He really is. He is going to play a massive part for Ruben Amorim, and he did his job there today. He absolutely did his job for Manchester United, and massive credit to him. Absolute kudos to Mason Mount. Superb performance, couldn't fault him. Energy, efficiency, if anything, he probably should be in place of Bruno Fernandes there at the moment. He was doing Bruno things. It was weird, but that's how it goes again. Moving on to the other forward line, and that's where everything changes. No Ahmad today. Patrick Dorgu on one side. I'll come to him in a minute. Dalot could have been a lot more efficient up front. He's there. Ruben's got something with Dalot. He's got something there for him. But let's be honest, he's not great going forward. When Ahmad came on, that completely changed the game for Manchester United again in the second half. So much more energy down that right-hand side, and it was just a different level again. Onto the other side, Dorgu. I said watch out for Dorgu this season. He's my man to watch. Absolutely brilliant. Superb performance today. Such a threat. And the combination with Cunha is awesome. Onto the man himself, Matheus Cunha. Honestly, wow. The drive, the directness, the power, the absolute fearsomeness. I don't even think that's a word. Fearless though. What a player we have bought in Cunha. Signing of the summer, you could say, really, if he carries on like that, he is going to score plenty of goals for United, and you can see why United went out for him first above everybody else. I'm going to get kicked out of here in a minute, so I might carry this on outside if I don't get a chance to finish it. But Bryan Mbeumo, holy shit, wow, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous today, Bryan Mbeumo. I mean, I don't know, I'm out of superlatives for him. He absolutely tore Arsenal a new one there today. He was absolutely brilliant. At the threat, we just didn't have our shooting boots on. He holds the ball up so much better than what Rasmus Højlund was. His positioning was outstanding. He just drifted out to the right-hand side constantly, and Arsenal could not pick him up. If Dalot had his wits about him in the first half, United would have scored 2 or 3 on them overlaps. But Bryan Mbeumo, again, like, he's going to add a different dimension to Manchester United's game completely, a whole new dimension to United's game. Him and Cunha in the middle, honestly, I'm excited for it, I am. And they played as a team today, fighting for every single ball. Man United had 22 shots to Arsenal's 9. We had 61% to Arsenal. Like, seriously, when does that happen with an Arsenal team? Arsenal had a corner, they scored from it, and that was it today. And honestly, for United right now, looking at this going forward, I think we take more encouragement out of this than Arsenal will. And I just feel like this is a moment for Arsenal. This is a moment when, not for Arsenal, for United, this is a moment when you actually, you know what, yeah, we lost the game, but Manchester United can take so many positives away from this result. It's ridiculous how well we played here today. There's not one upset or annoyed Man United fan in this stadium today. There's one tiny little negative that I've got to bring up, and that's the midfield. And when Manuel Ugarte came on, he did a couple of things which just deflated the momentum of the game for Manchester United. I got 1 minute, I'm coming, pal. Cheers, buddy. See what I mean? See, even the stewards are happy today. But 1 minute of just playing a blind ball, took the momentum out of Manchester United there. He made a couple of fouls that he didn't need to make. He's just got to use the football IQ, and football IQ, I think, is what's necessary in this midfield. I don't know who it is we go out and buy, but the one tiny little ingredient to make this an absolutely awesome Manchester United lineup compared to what we had last season is a central midfielder. If a central midfielder comes in, Manchester United will climb that table. I've got no fear at all if we play like this. The other thing on top of that is, it was Arsenal, and we always do well against bigger clubs. We always set up and we always work. And you know what? I'm just going to walk here so the guys don't get in trouble for doing the job. It's against the smaller clubs, and the smaller teams are the ones. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, lads. Thank you for that. The smaller teams are where this team is going to be judged, and it's going to be in that, the Burnleys, the Fulhams and everything like that is where Manchester United need to just carry on and play like that. And that, for me, will be the difference this season. Challenge 1, done. Move on to Burnley, move on to Fulham. Them games, they're the ones where we're going to be judged properly. Can we put them teams to the sword? Can we do what we did to Arsenal today and dominate a game? Can't believe I'm saying it, but we did. Get your thoughts in below. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know who your standout players were. But for me, there's so many positives from that there. And I'm not just winding people up with that either. Lucky Arsenal is all I got to say. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next game.